Hi, I'm Nadia Clarissa Wijaya and I'm the final year student of International Business Management major at Petra Christian University. And also I would like to begin my presentation of today with an opening axiom that said continuous learning is needed for your own improvement. And so my presentation of today will highlight about three things. The first one is about my future career plan in 1, 3, and also 5 years. And also the second one is about my 5 self-assessment tests that I have done in order to know myself better. And last but not least, the third one is what I have learned and also what I have gained personally during Professor Dr. Casey Chan class, starting from IBM until MNENG, and also my 3 best implementation of what I have learned in my daily life. So I would like to begin my presentation of today with using the framework of what, why, how. So I would like to begin my presentation with the first framework, which is what. What is my future career plan in 1, 3, and also 5 years? So the first question is, what is my future career plan in 1 year? So I actually don't plan any future career in 1 year because I still want to pursue my master degree in the business, especially in the consumer behavior field, because I feel that consumer behavior is very important for a business nowadays. Because without the consumer, the business will not be able to successfully sell and also successfully offer their goods and also services to the customer. And also with learning consumer behavior, I believe I can learn more about how to target the right segment and also the right market, and I can also learn about how to segment the right people for the business itself. So that I hope that the information and also the knowledge that I learned during the master degree itself will be valuable in the future, so that I know the right strategy in order for me to penetrate the market in the real business field later. And I think the reason why I want to learn about the consumer behavior itself, it's more supported by my learning in the university, when I learned about the marketing and also when I learned also about the international marketing management. So I learned a lot about the marketing in the real business world. So that is why actually I want to learn more about consumer behavior, as I want to know further about the marketing itself, how to market your product and how to target and also segment and also position your product in the right place to the right people, so that it will really target the right market that you want. Okay, so for the next question, it is what is my future career plan in the next 3 years? So I believe in the next 3 years I have completed my study in IBM, and also I have completed my master degree in consumer behavior field. Thus, I believe that I have more knowledge and also more information about the business world and also about the business theories that I have learned during the study processes. And then I want to pursue a career in either advertising industries or also the e-commerce industries, as those industries are actually the industries that interest me the most. So as for the advertising industries, I believe that advertising industries is a very highly creative industry, as it requires the people to keep on innovating the ideas and also have different and also new ideas for their marketing campaign for their clients. So I believe that if I work in my advertising agencies, I'll be able to develop new ideas and also innovate new ideas and also implement what I have learned during my study processes in order for me to excel in the business. So in order for me to create a new marketing campaign for the clients, so that I can really satisfy what the client want, I can really satisfy what their needs, and also I can really target the market and also the heart of the people by using the marketing campaign. Okay, so the next will be in the e-commerce industry. So I believe that I want to work in the e-commerce industry because I know that e-commerce will be the next big thing in the near future. So e-commerce will be even more bigger than also even more developed than it is right now, because the technology itself is keep on innovating and also the technology is keep on emerging in our daily life. So I believe that in the near future the technology will be even more a part of our daily life. Therefore, the e-commerce business is highly supported with this fact. And also, the reason why I want to learn in the e-commerce industry, why I want to work in the e-commerce industry, is because I really want to learn and also develop my skills and knowledge in the business itself. I want to make the business even more growing, and I want to contribute and also become a part of the business itself. So in the e-commerce industries, I wish that I can be working in either sales and also marketing or marketing division, because I want to really develop the business and also I want to contribute in make the business work and so on. And also I want to learn about how to market the products in order for the business itself to target the right people. Therefore, I really want to work in the industry itself. Okay, so the next question will be, what is my future career plan in the next 5 years? So in the next 5 years, I believe that I have learned a lot from my experiences during my study processes and also my working experience in either advertising agency or in the business industry. So I believe that in the next 5 years, I'll be able to develop my own business. So in conclusion, in the next 5 years, I want to become an entrepreneur and have the business of my own, in which I want to develop my own shoes brand, and also I want to have a business in the culinary industry. And the next framework is why. Why do I choose to pursue that future career plan? Let's move on to the second framework, which is why. Why do I want to pursue that career plan? So actually I want to answer this framework by answering the 5 self-assessment tests that I have done, and also that was given by Professor Dr. Casey John as a part for this presentation. So there are 5 self-assessment tests that I have done. So the first one is about the learning style assessment test, and this is basically the result of my learning style self-assessment test. So in the learning style self-assessment test, I found out that I am a reflector type of person, which means that I love to develop new ideas, and also I love to develop the new innovative ideas. And also the second one is that I'm such an activist. It means that I'm very active, and also I really love to be that joyful person who can implement the strategy. Next one, I'll be showing you about the result from my general enterprising tendency test. So from the general enterprising tendency test, I found out that the score for the need from achievement is 4, and then the score for need of independency is 4, the creative tendency is 7, the risk-taking is 7, and drive and determination is 6. So overall, I have the highest score in the creative tendency and also the risk-taking. In the creative tendencies with 7 score, it means that I'm such a creative and also unique person, and I'm also such an innovative person because I like to develop new idea, and I don't like to do everything in the conventional way. And in terms of the risk-taking itself, I'm a person who don't judge easily, so I have a complete information in order for me to judge a problem, and also I want to have the overall information so that I know how to process the information lately. The next one is my result from the Big 5 personality test that I have also done. So in terms of the agreeableness, I achieved the highest score, which is 29, and it means that I can adjust my behavior to suit others, that I'm such a team worker, that I like to work with people, and I'm very polite, and I really love to be in a group where I can really work with a lot of people. And also in terms of the openness to experience, which is the second best score that I get, it means that I am a very passionate person to seek for new experiences. I want to learn about new stuff and also new knowledge, and also gain more experiences as time goes by. Fourth one, I also done the teamwork self-assessment test, and here I want to show you that I have completed the graph for Belbin team role assessment test, and here you can see that actually the highest score that I achieved is for me to become a specialist and also the team worker and also the thinker innovator. So to explain further about the result that I have gained from the Belbin team role self-assessment test, my highest score is actually a specialist. So it means that I'm a single-minded, I'm self-starting, I'm dedicated, and also I provide knowledge and skills in rare supply. But the weakness that I may gain is that I contribute on only a narrow front, and I sometimes can overlook in a big picture. And the next one is about me as the team worker. So I can say that I'm actually a very corporate person because I'm very perceptive and also diplomatic, and I really love to work with a lot of people. However, in my weaknesses, that I'm such an indecisive in some situation, especially in a very crunch situation, and I can also easily be influenced by others' opinion. And the next one is about the thinker innovator. So I'm actually also having quite a high score in the terms of thinker innovator, which means that I'm a creative person and also I'm an imaginative person, and also I love to solve difficult problems. However, my weaknesses, and I can say that I really am not that paying attention to details, and I'm sometimes have no ability to really communicate effectively with other people. In terms of the internship assessment test, which is the last assessment test that I have done, and this is actually the result from my assessment test. So from the overall score, I can see that the highest score is actually building relationship, because I really love to building relationship with other people and also maintain the relationship with other people, and especially people related to the business. And also, well, for the lowest score, I can see that my lowest score is actually the setting for directions. I have lacking in terms of the setting for direction and gathering people in order to go as vision. So I think that's something that I need to change in the future, and that's something that I really need to be developed and become better in the future. The result of the self-assessment test that I have done is actually are those which influence me to really want to pursue a career path, as what I have explained in the previous framework, in choosing my career path for the next 1, 3, and also 5 years. So from this self-assessment test, I can see that I'm actually a very reflective person, and also I'm such an activist person, and I really love to develop new ideas and also very creative ideas, because I have a high tendency in the creative thinking. Besides that, I can say that I'm a very social person, and I am a person that are a team worker, so I also like to maintain the relationship and also build relationship with other people, and this has become the reason, and has become the very solid reason of why I want to work in such a creative industries like advertising agency and also the e-commerce business, because I really want to develop and I really want to work with a lot of people, and also I want to develop the business itself. Therefore, the business can grow even more in the future, and I can also be learning a lot more experiences and gain a lot more knowledge by in the working experience itself, that will be beneficial for me for the future. And the last framework is how to achieve my future career plan. And so in order for me to achieve my future career plan, I have to study a lot during my study process in International Business Management major at Petra Christian University. So I have learned a lot from a lot of subjects from the first semester until the last semester, and especially the subject which was taught by Professor Dr. Casey Chan, which was IBM until the MNENG. That was the last subject in this last semester. So I have learned a lot of valuable information during my study in IBM, and also during the subjects that I have taken with Professor Dr. Casey Chan. I have learned a lot of valuable information and also valuable knowledge from the subject that was taught by Professor Dr. Casey Chan, such as I believe that now I can learn more strategically, and also I can learn about the frameworks that was taught by Professor Dr. Casey Chan, which now allow me to do my project well and also to do my assignment well, because now I can think everything more coherently and also more strategically and more holistically. And last but not least, I can also learn about the teamwork that was happened during all the presentation at Professor Dr. Casey Chan. And last but not least, I learned about all the valuable knowledge and also information that was shared by Professor Dr. Casey Chan. That was so many that I cannot mention one by one. So as for the 3 implementation from the subjects and also from the valuable information that I have learned during Professor Dr. Casey Chan class, is that now I'm able to think more strategically, and then during the internship period that I am able to implement what I have learned during your classes in the internship itself, that I can do everything using the framework that you have taught us, so that it will make me and also make the project that I have done can run smoothly. And also last but not least, I believe that in the future itself, what I have learned from your class will be very valuable in my future, as it shapes the way I'm thinking right now. This marked my last presentation as the MENG student, and once again I would like to thank Professor Dr. Casey Chan for his determination and also for his hard work in teaching me and also the rest of my class during semester 4, starting from the International Business Management subject until semester 7, which is the MNENG subject. And I hope that the subject that you teach will also be valuable until the rest of our life, that it will shape the way we're thinking and we will remember it forever and always.